What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the TFE Ranch. We're just doing some potty breaks. Guys, today I'm going to take you to the Cahoots feed store where we get our dog food. And I'm just going to take you through, show you what I get, show you why I like it. Got a couple of dogs out here right now. Who do we got? We got Athena. She's my Belgian Malinois. We've got, I'm going to take you with me. This is Jolie. She's my band dog. She's an XL American Bully crossed with Cane Corso. Hey, Rose! You guys might recognize this girl. Come here, pig. This is Klaus. Klaus. Klausy. Come here, papa. Oh, that's big Klaus. That's my girl, Rosie. She wants to go hunt some shit. But stay tuned. Hope you guys get something out of it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So we're going to go ahead and put on our trusty dusty 2-dog system by e-collar technologies, both micro educators. And the reason why I'm going to put their e-collars on right now, even though we're going to a store where they're going to be on physical leashes, is because when we're at the store, you're going to see that for the most part, I require a bit of impulse control from them. I require that they behave themselves. And so there's a lot of like, okay, do something for me. Do something for me, do something for me, even though I'm going there to do something for you and buying you dog food and probably some shampoo because both of y'all stinking asses need a bath. After the fact, I'm going to take them to the park and I'm going to reward them with freedom. And of course, as many of you know, I'm a huge proponent of e-collars giving me the comfort and the knowledge that everything's going to be okay regardless of what presents itself in an off-leash type setting. I love you so fucking much, dude. You're my best friend. And so yeah, that's why the e-collars, we're gonna put those on there. And you never know, may need to use them for a reinforcer if they don't comply in our public setting. But for the most part, the leashes are gonna do just fine. All this is an invisible leash. It's literally all this is. This is a way to reinforce the things that you would be able to reinforce. Could you get out of my face? God damn. Enforce with a leash. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by Blackjack's Leather. But, do I have the leash with me? Well, here's one of the leashes. This is a leash with a carabiner. Such a lovely company. Small guy. Support the small guy if you like leather. The other leash is right here, and it's a slip leash. And it's what I really like to use for the most part, but it's the only one that I have from Blackjack's Leather. It's a biothane, which is a leash that's super easy to clean. It's stylish, and the stopper on this one is really the thing that I love. You go up and down with it like that, super easy just by pressing that button. And it's the one that'll be going on my all black dog, looking fancy, all black everything. All right, let's go to the store. Okay guys, we're here at Cahoots in Norco. This is where I like to get my dog food, mainly because they have the options. You know, a lot of places don't have the higher quality options, and of course, my dogs are the reason for all my success in this life, so I'm going to do my best to feed them, in my opinion, the very best possible food that I could find on the market. So, forgive the production value. I'm recording all this shit myself. I got the tripod right here. I'm going to try to grab my big-ass 100-pound dog and the tripod, bring you guys on the inside, all at the same time. Let's see how we do it. Come on. Good girl. So we're gonna leave the car running for Rosie. Rosie will get her time outside. She doesn't really need to work as much as this little bird does. Come on. Do a couple of rounds here. Let her sniff it out outside real quick. Get some of these little curiosity jitters out. Do a couple directional changes. She's about 2 years old now. She's got plenty of exposure, but still minimally experienced in comparison to my older bird right there. For those of you wondering, Rosie is about 10. She'll be 11 this year. Still doing really well health-wise. We recently went to the vet and got her blood done and stuff like that. Oh shit, my remote. Hold that thought. It's likely that I won't even need to use this, but it's just nice to have as a backup. Good girl. Nice. Good. Okay, we're ready to go on the inside. Let's go to the dog food aisle, shall we? Steady. How you doing, brother? All right. Look at this place. This place has everything. You've got the Stella and Chewy's. You've got the Cahoots brand. Not recommended, but also not the worst. The Akana, which recently sold out to, I want to say Nestle, which is, it raises red flags for me. If you sell out to a company like Nestle who has actual poison, not poison, but just at the worst of the worst dog food brands that they also own, when Akana used to be like the company, they sold out, and whenever that happens, it just raises red flags to me. And so we're going to keep on going down the aisle. We're going to be looking for the Farmina brand. Farmina, that's Farmina, and it looks like we found it. Now I'm going to take you guys back. Come here. Good heel. Good heel. Sits. Platz. I'm going to take you guys back to the office, and I'm going to get the Farmina website up and go through some of the reasons. I mean, I've read this and I've gone over this, but I don't want to stumble and fumble over my words when I'm explaining why I choose Farmina. I want to have it all in front of me, and I want to give it to you guys the way that it was presented to me, and it was one of the reasons why I choose this particular food for my dogs. You guys stay tuned, and maybe we'll do a little bit of obedience work and record that for you guys here in a second as well. Blade. Absolutely disappointing to find out they don't have my food. This is the first time this has ever happened. Come on, Hugh. We're gonna have to go to the front and see if they have any more in the back or something, dude. Cause this, Hugh. Cause this ain't it. This is not it, you guys. I'm not happy about this. Steady. I could go without the leash, but I want to have respect for people, you know what I mean? Say, brother, you guys normally do have my Farmina. You guys all out of Farmina right now?
Dog food?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all out.
That sucks bad. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to try to figure, let me see if I can deal with the, because Farmina has the big bits, you know, and I like to train with my dog's food. And, oh, no, it's all good. I'm just vlogging. And it's hard to train with the little small bits, and it's probably the same ingredients, but I don't want to buy the small shit. I have to buy something. I don't have anything. Normally we get our shit from like Chewy and it's sent straight to the house, but we got home from vacation and fuck me running. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. Hey, Sitz, Platz, Blade. Make some space here. So this is the lamb and pumpkin, which is what I love, but it's the adult mini, which means it's little tiny little pebbles. This is gonna have to do for today. Highly highly disappointing, but we're gonna hope that she follows us up there without the leash, because I don't really have very many hands left. Let's see how she does. Good girl, heel. Good girl, mama. Good girl, baby. All right. Good job, buddy. Steady. Joe. Platz. Good, Platz. Steady. While I pay for this, okay? You just stay right there. Don't move. This is gonna have to do, bro. Not my preferred choice. You guys know when you might be getting the bigger for the large? The large, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know, that's a good question. So, if it does, let me see when it's done.
This is gonna have to do for now, though. I gotta have something for my babies. It's all good. I probably get it from Chewy or something, but you guys are always like, yeah, no problem. No, Platz. Good. Good dog. Platz. Yes, that looks like to be a fair price. All right, brother.
And here's your receipt. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Have a
dude.
great day.
Hey, dude. Platz. Platz. Excuse me. Okay, break. All right, let's get out of here, dudes. So, come on. Thanks, man. So it's important. You guys saw me reinforce that. I absolutely cannot. I cannot let her break that command. She's a little rusty. I haven't worked with her in over 2 weeks. She's young. There's stimulants happening, and I love showing you guys that my personal dogs aren't perfect. These dog trainers out here want to show you this perfect product, when in reality, even the best trained dogs aren't perfect. God damn it. Okay. There's my bitch right there barking at some dude walking by. Dog's gonna dog, baby. Anyway, Farmina, got something better than nothing. I like the bigger pieces so that I can train easier. Super disappointing, but at least I just got the smaller bag to hold me over till I get the bigger pieces from Chewy.com. But shout out to Cahoots, always really understanding of me bringing my dogs in and doing work and shit like that. Got Rosie over there, I got Jolie here, we got some food. Now we're gonna head to the park. She did a pretty good job in there for us. We're gonna go repay our dogs for doing a good job for us. Okay, that's what this is all about. You do a good job for me, I'm gonna pay you, and that's just the way it goes. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're here at the local park now. Head on a swivel. I know there's fucking nobody here. I don't recommend doing this unless you have just extremely reliable off-leash obedience. Okay, we're next to a busy street and shit. All right, I know my dogs very well. If I see people, I'll call them back towards me. But now it's time to party because they've been kicking fucking ass. Let's go. Come on. Come on, weirdo. Let's go. So I'm going to take them away. This way. With me. Hey, let's go. Good job. I have a leash with me. Rosie is like 100%. I could just put her in a down from fucking 100 yards away. This one right here, she's younger, not as much experience, but I still have reliability with her. Worst case scenario, I'll put the leash on her if, like, I don't know, unruly dog comes nearby or some shit like that. But I like to come over here particularly. Come here, bitch. And just hang out in this particular area right here with my dogs, because there's a lot of lizards and it's just this big, lovely open space. And I just like to do this, man. I really love it for my dogs. Come on, pig. Good girl. And I just kind of let them take this space here and, you know, do whatever they want. And, you know, one of the things I'm really observant of is people. I really want to respect other people by calling my dogs back. I don't know if they're afraid of dogs. I don't know if that, you know what I mean? It's just a respect thing, you know? Yeah, I got control over them and whatever, but if I see people coming by, walking by, other dogs, I'm going to bring my dogs back to me because that's the responsible thing to do. You know, having your dogs off leash is a privilege. It's not a right. And the only reason you should ever have your dogs off leash in a public area is if you do have extremely reliable off leash stuff like that, like what we have. And that's it, man. We put in the work to be able to have this privilege. Because if you haven't put in the work, your dog should never be off of a leash. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. But see, for me, again, this is what I do. And my dogs are the reason why, you know, I have the success and I have the, you know, I have the, it's not excessive, I'm lost for the word, abundant. I have an abundant life. I have more than I would ever need in my life. And it's because of the dogs. And so I had to put in the necessary time and effort to get them to this point where I could be talking to a camera and not particularly even be paying attention to them and know that at a drop of a dime, I could get them to come back. So I'll just give you a quick example. Come here, pigs. Come on. Here. Yes. Good. Got them back immediately. And, you know, they haven't had food today, so while we're out here just having a good time and I'm letting them do whatever they want, there's always going to be opportunities for training. And I like to take advantage of those things, particularly, you know, at random, and then also if I see them being distracted by something, because ultimately that's when I really need to work on stuff. It's easy to get the dogs to do things without distractions and there's no stimulants and no competing motivators present. It's not easy when something comes into play. So I'll wait for my dogs to, like for Rosie, if she's on a squirrel or something, and normally I'll let her just do it because that's fulfilling and fun for her. But I want to be able to get her back even if there's a squirrel, so I'm going to practice in that moment. And most of the time these days I don't, because like I know I can get her back. I don't really need to prove that anymore. But with this one here, I'll certainly be utilizing every opportunity. Good girl, heel. Yes, good girl. To get her back in the event that she becomes distracted by something. So anyway, come on, let's go this way, guys. Let me grab the camera. Maybe I'll stop recording, or maybe I'll just keep recording. I don't know. This video is getting a little bit long. With me. So there's a difference between with me and heel. With me is just kind of like stay around me. I'm not really asking you to be in like any sort of heel position. And heel is, dude, I expect you to be heeling right next to me, right at my back heel. That's where the word heel comes from, back heel. All right, so we're just going to keep cruising along here. And guys, I'm going to stop the video here. I appreciate you tuning in. We're going to go enjoy ourselves, walk around this part of the park here, and make sure I continue to pay attention, because that's what we have to do out here, so that everybody is respected. And of course, I keep my dogs safe. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Like it, subscribe. It means a lot to me if you like the video, man. I'm really trying to get my stuff out into the algorithm and do what I can to help people become better dog owners, man, because ultimately I know if I do that and I keep on posting regular content on a daily basis, all the fruits of my labors will come to fruition. And as Zig Ziglar said, if you want everything you want out of life, you're going to have to help other people get what they want out of life without the expectation of anything. Okay, guys, we're back, and this is the segment of the video where I'm going to be talking about the food, specifically Farmina NND formula. I have the website brought up, and I'm going to go through some of the stuff that really sold me on this stuff. But first, I'm going to make the disclaimer, I am not a pet nutritionist, and by no means am I actually recommending this for your specific dog. I'm just going to tell you the reason why we chose this for my dog particularly. Let me make sure this mic is on. It's on. Beautiful. Sorry if that got a little muffled right there. Lamb is actually considered to be one of the warmest proteins, which means if your dog has like allergy symptoms and they're very sensitive to just food in general, lamb may not be the best option. Lamb, chicken, just Google it yourself. What are the warmest proteins? Lamb happens to be one of them. My dogs, Rosie here, you can't see her because she's laying down over there. She's been kicking ass all day. And my other dog there, they don't have any allergies to any protein specifically. So lamb and pumpkin formula has done really well for them. And the best way to figure out what's good for your dog is to figure out what's best for your dog. I used to feed raw. Instinctually didn't feel like that was the best choice for my dogs. So we went back to kibble. And Farmina it was recommended by an actual nutritionist, a dog food nutritionist, which is separate to veterinarians. Okay, veterinarians typically study medicine. I don't normally take what a veterinarian says to heart, especially if they're selling food like Science Diet or Hill's Science Diet, or what's the other shit? Whatever the veterinarians sell, it's a little bit of a conflict of interest because they sell the stuff. And you look at the ingredients and you're like, oh man, if you were to compare ingredient for ingredient with a brand like Farmina, which is based out of Italy, and that's one of the things I love about this food is that it's from Italy. And their whole like situation in terms of what they consider to be, you know, appropriate food is different to the crap that we sell here in America, especially at the grocery stores and shit, which is basically glorified cardboard with food coloring and all kinds of shit your dog doesn't need, a bunch of filler, which is why it's so cheap. Now, this is about $96 per bag, and you guys know how life is. You get what you pay for, and if you can't afford this particular dog food, there are other options. I'm probably not going to include that in this video, but I'm on the website right now. I'll link it in the description. It's www.farmina.com, and you just scroll to the very bottom, and you have everything, starting with the company. All right, we're going to click on the company. We are Italian. I'm Italian too. I might be a little biased because they're Italians. As Italians, everything we do revolves around family. In our family, food is crucial because it brings us together and keeps us healthy. Food defines us. It's in our DNA. Pets hold a very special place in our family. We love to see our pets happy. We believe that nutrition is pivotal to improving their quality of life. I'm already sold. Okay, it goes on. It gives a history of innovation. 50 years ago, Mr. Francesco Russo, that's the owner of Farmina, established the Farmina Vet Research Team of veterinarian nutritional formulation specialists. So there's a lot of great minds that goes into the formulation of this stuff. And if you want to look even further into that, it actually gives you names of the scientists, and you could look at their backgrounds and look what they know and what their expertise is. Moving on, why Farmina? Let's click on why Farmina. Farmina is nature and science in perfect harmony. The mission is to develop the best all-natural, nutritious, and scientifically validated food. You think pedigree, Iams, fucking kibbles and bits their website says stuff like this? No, absolutely not. Only natural antioxidants. No genetically modified organisms. Now, the people that oversee this company will allow GMOs, but they go above and beyond. Now, this is my own research. I'm not like regurgitating this. I read this. They're like, fuck that. We know that we can use GMOs, but we're going to choose to use only natural antioxidants and go completely MGO free because fuck that. I love that about this company. Moving on, the raw materials. Ingredients is everything. That's why when you look at the back of the bags, which most people don't do, they don't look at the back of the bags and look at the ingredients. All they do is they look at the front, and usually the dog food companies make it all nice and sexy. Even the really shitty ones. Even the really shitty ones will make it look all nice. You know what I mean? Farmina is no exception. It looks really nice. Lamb, pumpkin, blueberry. Okay, that's not the only 3 ingredients. There's all kinds of shit that you may not even recognize on the back with big words and shit like that. But the difference between the big words on a pedigree bag versus the big words on this is the big words on the Farmina brand are all, as I just previously stated, GMO-free and natural antioxidants. They're all sufficient ingredients to give it the shelf life that it has. Every bag of kibble has to have a shelf life. It has to stay fresh somehow. And Farmina is putting in ingredients and shelf life stuff that isn't going to compromise your dog's health long term. Okay? If you feed pedigree, you're ultimately feeding your dog McDonald's every day. If you feed Farmina, you're feeding longevity, long-term stuff. So yeah, you're paying $90 a bag. But what you're also paying for is no vet bills when they get old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what the numbers are, but honestly, guys, a lot of dogs that are fed pedigree and Iams and all that shitty shit, they're experiencing high levels of complications and shit that comes from food, cancer, derivative of really horrible ingredients. What happens when a person eats shitty food for their whole life? They may not experience anything right away. There may not be any immediate fucking, setbacks. They might gain some weight and be fat for a while and then get diabetes and then get cancer long term. And that's the difference between companies like this and companies like Pedigree. Pedigree will get approved by the dog food FDA because they only have studies of like 6 months. Yeah, the dog survived and did great for 6 months, but what happens in 6 years, fam? They don't know. We know. Because time and time again, we see these studies that corn, soy, wheat, grain, all these things that your dog doesn't really do well with, doesn't digest good because dogs are carnivorous animals. Why do we need all this filler for a carnivorous animal who isn't going to benefit from all this bullshit? Now let's get back to this. The proteins, the fish, the chicken, the lamb, the wild boar, the eggs used in our products come from only certified farms that we carefully select for their high quality standards. Are you guys not sold yet? Guys, this video, New Zealand lamb, last thing, because this is what we feed our dogs. This isn't just regular lamb from any old place. New Zealand, they're known for their lamb. Sheep, okay? This meat has a high biological value due to its naturally occurring essential fatty acids, linoleic acid, and also has a healthy ratio of lean to fat mass when compared to other red meats. Our grass-fed lamb is born and raised in New Zealand without the use of antibiotics or hormones. Guys, that's all for this video. There is so much more on this website. If you guys don't choose Farmina, just go to the website of whatever dog food brand that you're currently feeding and read about them. Know what's going into your dog's body, just the same way you probably care about what goes into your body, because it matters. I'm Captain Chad Gabbs. This is TFE TV, where our goal is to help you become a little bit more informed and better dog owners, because we love our dogs. Dogs are family. And that's all I really got for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is a super long-winded video, so if you watched all of it, thank you so much. We'll see you at the next one. Peace.